It's the anti-checker.
We will return to your scheduled programming shortly, or we are currently experiencing technical difficulty.
What is going on YouTube? Michael J. Crawford, the anti-checker here. Tell me if you can hear me okay right now, because I was messing around with the audio settings mainly because at 5 o'clock this morning when I was recording the video that I put up today, I had to adjust the sound so it didn't blow out the speakers or anything when I was recording. So Daniel says sounds good. Good. And was a little low in the intro. Oh, you know what? I see why. Ha. It's still muted from when we were doing Orville crap. So, Mr. Thomas, what do you gotta? You gotta get everything out of the way right away at the beginning here. So we're gonna have Super Chat 8, Uber 6, and Mega 5. But Thomas, give me just a couple of minutes because I want to get serious for just a minute here. If you guys know, well, you should know, the name of today's live stream is the BirdOPrey 200 sub extravaganza. Now, BirdOPrey does not actually have 200 subs right now. However, as just a personal thing, I would really like to push him over that 200 mark tonight, and there's a reason for it. BirdOPrey was doing a stream today, and he was interrupted by a family emergency. I don't know all the details of it, and I don't know that he would want me to share that anyway, so I'm not going to get into that. But he, he did have to, he had to cut his stream off, having a bad day, obviously. And so I just figured that it would be nice if, as kind of a little way to say, hey, we're thinking about you, Bird, we get him 7 more subs because he's at 193 right now. So if you are not subbed to BirdOPrey's channel, this is his channel. And then one other thing I want to do before I get started and get into Thomas Potts' incredibly generous super chats is I'm going to raise a toast to BirdOPrey with something I've never had before, but I've been looking forward to trying this for a very long time. It is Glenfiddich limited edition Fire and Cane. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm really looking forward to giving it a sample here, and I'm doing it in honor of our favorite Jaloja wielding crazy mafia boss. And you know it's good scotch when it's got a cork. So let's... And I do like Glenfiddich normally. I have a couple of bottles of Glenfiddich in my snooty, expensive scotch collection. And I regularly like getting like the Glenfiddich 12-year because it's not too expensive, but it's really good. So let's try this. This is the Glenfiddich Fire and Cane limited edition. It's not at all what I was expecting. It's very peaty, but that's a good scotch. Definitely scotch. So, BirdOPrey, that is to you, my friend. I hope that you, and particularly I hope your mom, because it sounds like she was the one getting the phone call. I hope that she is okay. And yeah, I see we got BirdOPrey up to 199. Next person is going to push him up to 200. So thank you so much, all of you guys. And the next person to subscribe, well, I don't know, gets a free get out of jail free card because Bird of Prey runs the mafia. In the meantime, I'll get caught up. I'm going to get into the chat in just a second here, but Thomas Potts went absolutely bonkers and put 3 super chats right at the beginning. So we're going to play those back to back, and then we're going to get into it, guys. And thank you all that have already subbed to Bird of Prey. And trust me, he's a great guy to hang out with. And yes, he talks a lot about Star Trek. He talks a lot about Orville, and he does most of his stuff in the form of live streams. And his personality is just fun to hang out with. So let's get into it, though. We'll start it off with Bird of Prey himself performing Excalibur.
Anal na trach, was betad, doch hiel dienle.
Ariel Natris Oris Bazi Bedhead Duchel Dementa. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So there you go. That is, of course, Bird of Prey showing us how it's done to make one of the greatest movies of all time even better. And now let's move on to my least favorite, but Thomas's favorite, Uber Chat number 6.
I now pronounce you man and turd. You may now kiss.
Joshua, what are you doing?
Nothing! I'm definitely not making you kiss Law. I repeat, I am not making you kiss Law. I'm definitely not. Hello, unfortunately there's not going to be a part 4. Dad just fixed the computer and he promises not to destroy it again as long as I don't do another one of those, so there's going to be no part 4. Wait, hold on, I just got a text message. Please do these videos, Puffed 4 is very anticipated. Nope, I quit.
Get him!
Sing it! Sing it! Sing it!
And thank you, of course, to all of you that are in that one. Was that a little loud? And I'm not surprised. I think my microphone is a little louder than usual, or a little softer than usual, so it makes the other stuff louder. I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit. Anyway, and let's get into. I hope all of you guys are ready, because you heard a little hint of Lore Reloaded singing there. Let's get the real thing.
The board vessel's moving into range.
On screen.
let's get lost in that magic place all alone now. Drink a fill from my fountain of love, wet your lips. I'm a man, I'm a teaser, I'm a man, well I'm a virgin, I'm a man, I'm a one-night stand, a man, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a dream, I'm a dream divine, make love together.
He's dead.
There it is. The super uber mega chat extravaganza, courtesy of Thomas Potts, who says it is courtesy of the giant Oompa Loompa and on the eastern seaboard of the United States. So thank you, my friend. I truly do appreciate it. And all of you that just subbed to Bird of Prey, thank you. Unfortunately, I know Thomas says it would be great if Bird of Prey discovers his sub count when he's doing his live stream. Problem is that one thing the Bird of Prey does now, he's one of those guys who goes to bed on a ridiculously early time, so he's already in bed right now. But he gets up very early in the morning, and one of the first things he does every day, well, every other day, I guess, is watch this live stream. He will, so this live stream he's going to watch first thing tomorrow morning, which means he's already going to know what we did here. But I know Bird, and he is going to truly appreciate it. And I would not be surprised if at this very moment, Bird of Prey is, well, at this very moment, when he watches it tomorrow morning, BirdOPrey5 is like tearing up a little bit. And don't worry, Bird of Prey, we're still going to be making fun of you. So don't think that, you know, we're going to go soft on you just because we felt bad that you had a rough day. But I do hope that all things are well with you, my friend, because I understand going through bad news for the family can be difficult, even when you weren't directly involved. So, yeah, so we got Bird up to 201. So Daniels wants me to check Discord. So he's got an interesting little statement, obviously a little too long to fit into a comment here on YouTube. So I will read it off because it's an interesting one. He says, Anti-Tracker, they'll probably use the Red Angel to fix the timeline because the Red Angel is probably from the future. However, the Red Angel fixes the timeline, then the timeline resets to TOS, then we lose all the continuity from Discovery. Remember yesterday's Enterprise, when the Enterprise C went ahead in time, they changed the timeline. In the end, the Enterprise C went back through the wormhole, resetting the timeline. However, when they went through back to there, they brought back the alternate Tasha Yar with them, and later on, when the Enterprise C got captured, the Romulans, Tasha got with a Romulan and made Sela, and so in the end, not all was lost from that other timeline. However, if they reset Discovery timeline back to OG timeline, what will survive from the Discovery timeline come to the OG timeline? Something has to survive. It can't all be for nothing. Whew. That is a mouthful, Daniel. And that's actually an interesting idea. Now, there's one fatal flaw with your theory here. And quite frankly, because it depends on one thing, and that is that anybody at CBS gives a damn about continuity. That's the flaw in your timeline. I do not think for a second that they are going to reset the timeline to the OG timeline. I would love for them to do that, but they are not going to. So So I got Call of Duty World War II. Maybe eventually we can team together the crap team since we lost suck. Oh, well, I don't even have that one yet, so I'll have to get it too, Thomas. So as soon as, it'll unfortunately be a couple of weeks at least, but as soon as I have the finances back into a halfway decent flow and I'm not trying to play catch up with the bills after the trip, absolutely, I think that would be a lot of fun. You, me, and Bird of Prey as a squad getting killed like no squad has ever been killed before. And Thomas repeats his sentiment he said before, that if Burnham is the Red Angel, I'm done with Trek. Well, then you might as well just quit now, because I all but guarantee that Burnham is the Red Angel. See. Red Angel, 2 big fat thighs, 2 small breasts. If she had 2 left wings, she'd be the Hillary Clinton KFC special. Oh, man, that is funny. Lore Reloaded is the Red Angel. No, not fat enough. That would be great if he was, but no. That would... In fact, that's a super chat waiting to happen. All the game playing, how will the videos get made? Oh, well, that's the other thing, too. So, yeah. So, I heard yesterday you were saying a lot of nice things about me. Oh, I heard you were saying a lot about nice things about me yesterday. Mr. Miles, I don't remember. We said something about you. I know the word douchebag came up a few times. I don't remember all the details. It's $23 in the PSN store. I saw it in Walmart for $14. Wow, that's not bad. I might, if they have it at Walmart here for that cheap, I might be able to squeeze it out and get that. Then I'll just have to set up the PS4 so that we can do that. Buy him a copy of COD World War II. Yes, absolutely. You can buy me a copy right now. And I don't, of course, I don't even know my PSN name. That's so stupid. I'm 75% certain she is. Mile, I would go higher than that. I would go to 85%. I think that there is only a 15% chance that the Red Angel is not Michael Burnham. The Red Angel is Jeffrey Sinclair from Babylon 5. Only ensign if Jeffrey Sinclair got a sex change operation. The chair sounds better. It definitely does, Mr. Miles. And yes, you know what? This is what I got thanks to Mr. Miles. I got a can of WD-40. It does help, but yeah. The Red Angel is Ilea from TMP. That's an interesting idea. Like, actually more V'ger. Can't confirm or deny anything that was said about Mr. Miles, of course. Oh, yeah, baby. Live stream some video games. Absolutely. I think that'll be fun. Because Bird of Prey, he live streams 2 games. He live streams Call of Duty, and he live streams City Skylines. Now, I will tell you, he is a whiz at City Skylines. He's actually really good. And I actually, you know, I got City Skylines because of Bird of Prey. It was on a Steam sale, and I grabbed it because it looks so fun. And it is a fun game. I wish I had more time to play it, but it is a fun game. As for Call of Duty, I have one of the older Call of Duty games, so I'm not sure which one. So the World War II one I have not played. I assume that's a newer one, so I'm going to have to check that out. Multi-Gunman says, I think you're right about Michael Burnham being the Red Angel, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't say it's necessarily a good thing, but I think it is a thing. Maybe it's Dylan, as she is also the one. I'm not sure you mean there. I died 4 times on the beach, but at least I didn't shoot my fellow soldiers. Well, Thomas, then you can't really be on the cripple crew with me and Bird of Prey, because you got friendly fire is just a part of our thing here. Watch the Red Angel be Kraft from Calypso. Well, but again, only if Kraft is either had a sex change operation or is purposely hiding or purposely falsifying, I guess you could say, his gender just based on the shape. Because we saw Kraft basically all but naked in Calypso. He is definitely not shaped like that, right? He is in really good shape, and he's got a man shape to him, you know, that V kind of thing that most of us guys just wish we could look like instead of looking like more like an O. So, Anti-Trigger, well, it's the red angel, not red goddess. An angel is obviously below a goddess, and Burnham would be nothing less than a goddess. Well, there is that, but at the same time, Burnham's first name is Michael, and Michael is the archangel of God who defeats Satan in the book of Revelation. Now, I can't think of a character other than Jesus, who's obviously male, or God himself, that Burnham could possibly be other than Michael the archangel. So yeah, and City Skylines, yeah, it's like, it really is. It's SimCity on crack. It's really good. Saw a new theory that there are 2 red angels, and they could be Burnham's parents, which were saved by Spock to stop the destruction of Romulus in the future. Makes no sense to me, but okay. Or maybe the red angel is a manifestation of the sentient discovery computer from the future, programmed by Burnham, of course. Of course, that would kind of make sense. I have seen a Call of Duty game. I'd like to join the game, and the red angel is Captain George. Or Captain George. I see you, Captain Georgiou. I don't think it's Captain Georgiou, because she's dead. Acid Designs is here. Acid, my friend. It has been a long time. Sorry. It's been a long time. I'm so glad to see you, my friend. I truly. Been with lots of work and hola, anti-trekker. Hola, my friend. Been with lots of work and replaying Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Awesome. Well, hey, I'm just glad you're all right, my friend. Whenever somebody drops off for a while, I understand. We all have life. Sometimes people disappear for a while and come back. That's cool. But I'm just glad to see you're all right, my friend. Iron Wolf is here as well. Good to see you. You should all pray Burnham is the red angel. If she is, there's a better chance she destroys this timeline. That's why we've never heard of her before. I still don't think that's going to happen. There are 230 Michael Crawfords on PlayStation Network. That's funny. I haven't played in a little while, so I'm going to have to dig out my PlayStation and hook it up to one of my monitors here so that I can play it while I'm sitting here at Anti-Trekker headquarters here. And when I do, I will let you guys know what my PlayStation Network tag is, because I genuinely don't remember. It was a Babylon 5 reference. Dylan, Sinclair, and Sheridan were the one. Oh, that's right. That's okay. Okay, so I haven't watched B5 since it was first aired, so forgive my staleness with that. Which, by the way, Mr. Miles, you will be excited to know that me and Mrs. Anti-Trekker actually did watch an episode of SG-1 today. It was the one with the kind of pretty chick that was also a robot that also made the whatchamacallits, replicators, apparently. And I'm wondering if she comes back. The angel looked like someone in a spacesuit. Yes, the angel is definitely someone in a spacesuit, and we have seen Michael Burnham in spacesuits multiple times. Hint, hint. We all know I am Michael the Archangel. Well, vile angel. Yes. Well, you see, angels can't really be vile, so it's not you. Oh, wait, what if the known Burnham is the goddess Burnham and the others become angels, even though they're Burnham, they're not the primary? That would be so bad, and I could actually see them doing that. Travis is in the house, says hello. How you doing, Travis? Maybe the red angel is Dylan from B5. Well, someone said that already, or Patricia Tallman, who has a history with both both franchises. That is an interesting idea, but I still think it's Burnham. The Red Angel is really the Borg Queen coming from the past before Data killed her to assimilate Mickey Spock. Nah, I'm still sticking with it's just Michael. Imagine if they use time travel and make Michael the actual basis for the myth of the angel Michael in the Bible, reconciling science and religion while turning her into a god. Oh, I would not be surprised if that was true. In fact, I said that when talking about, when I did my live reaction of Sound of Thunder, is that A, her name is Michael, B, they're searching for this angel, C, Saru's sister said you're looking for a savior. Michael Burnham is God. So you're on the road back to Florida, only 11 hours left. That's a nice long drive. It's in a long drive. But that's, I hope that you make it safely, Ensign Ricky, and don't drive too long. If you're getting tired, take a break. Yeah, let's play games together. Absolutely. I think we should, we need to set that up. So, Mr. Miles says, woo, SG1. Yes. Play Hyperdimension Neptuna. It's a game for real men. Why do I somehow doubt that, William? So Captain Marvel, sink or swim? I don't know. And if you've seen my videos on it, you know I'm taking a wait and see approach with Captain Marvel. However, I think that the movie is going to end up being a below average Marvel movie, but still an enjoyable film. I don't think that it's going to be the full SJW thing that a lot of people are afraid of. I genuinely do not believe that. Red Angel reminded me of the Wasp. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it is the Wasp stuck in the quantum world, says Commodore Ty. That could be. Red Angel will turn Michael Burnham back to a man. Oh, jeez, that's bad. Who has Battlefront 2 on the PS4 here? I actually think I do have that one. Hit the like button or Burnham will get you. Yeah, you got to watch out for Burnham. So you better hit that like button because, yes, Michael Burnham will show up in your house if you don't. And Captain George is in the house. Says, hello there. Good to see you, Captain George. I'm glad that you are still alive and not dead. So Michael becomes the Archangel and Spock becomes the Devil. Exactly, because Spock's got the pointed ears. Michael Burnham, and Spock's been called the Devil by Captain Kirk, so what more do you need? Michael Burnham could become a Q and is already bored with being a Q at the time Voyager and Next Gen and all the Qs are bored. Nah, I think the Q would have to worship her. The balls of the writers. Yeah. Oh, man. Thomas is freaking out because Captain George is here. Yeah, it's a very rare event that Captain George comes out of his cave. If he sees his... I do understand if Captain George comes out of his cave and sees his shadow, then that means that the apocalypse happens or something. I'm going to a Rob Zombie Marilyn Manson concert on August 6th. Well, I hope you survived that, multi-gun man. But so best of luck to you. Disney is kind of forcing our hands on the Captain ex-wife with this Rotten Tomatoes crap. I don't know. Well, I don't know that Disney is necessarily behind it. I think Rotten Tomatoes might be trying to just get the controversy out of their court. The Red Angle is Ed Mercer. That's not bad. Except that, you know, have to cross universes and genders. But, of course, on Orville, I'm sure crossing gender is not a big deal to them. I thought Spock was Pan. No, Spock is definitely Satan. That was established in the original series. I wish I could buy Hangover Island, but someone bought it already. Well, sorry. Captain George... I will have to, not sure what you're talking about. Shazam will beat Captain Marvel in the movie. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think that Captain Marvel, it's going to depend. If it's good, I think Captain Marvel will actually make box office, but it may be a sleeper, meaning that it may actually not have a strong opening weekend, but do well over the course of its entire run. And Trigger, in their TOS area where they travel back in their... or they're interacting with primitive culture, and Spock is accused of being a demon. Trying to think. Spock's been accused... I know that Kirk referred to Spock as Satan before. Of course, in the 1920s, he's a Chinese guy who gets his head stuck in a rice picker. I don't know that he... oh, yeah. In... oh, gosh. The Omega Glory, the Yangs are convinced that Spock is Satan because for some reason they have a Bible sitting there that just happens to have a picture of Spock as Satan in it. Which is, let me try to get a little bit caught up here. Captain George, if I see my shadow anti-tracker, there's 6 more weeks of demonetization for you. Well, then you must be seeing your shadow a lot, damn it. Yeah, get the controversy out of this. This did the opposite. I know. But the thing is, I genuinely, I don't think that Disney, like, called up Netflix and said, or not Netflix, but Rotten Tomatoes and said, you better, you know, get that off of there. Because I just don't, I don't see Disney doing that. However, I could see Rotten Tomatoes saying, you know what? Because think about this, not just this movie, but there's been a slew of times in recent memory where the critic score and the audience score had this huge divergence where and people keep accusing people of trolling Rotten Tomato or of spamming Rotten Tomatoes in order to get fake scores and stuff. So Rotten Tomatoes just said, you know what? Screw it. We're just taking it off. And I would not be surprised if they eliminate the user score completely from Rotten Tomatoes because of that, because of the fact that Rotten Tomatoes just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. And they can just, you know what, we're a critic aggregate site, so we're only going to show you the critic information. Period. And I can understand why they do that, but I think it's a mistake. I think Captain Marvel's going to fly solo. Know what I mean? I don't. I think the Captain Marvel will make money. I don't think it's going to make Black Panther money, but I think it's going to make money. I'm going to guess total box office for Captain Marvel is going to be between $500 and $800 million. That's where I think it's going to land. And that will be a profitable film. So, and that's all it has to be. All it has to do is be profitable because, you know, then Avengers Endgame comes out, which is going to make $2 billion. I mean, that's a no-brainer. There's been a lot of demonetization going around YouTube. Oh, yeah. And it's funny because, like, sometimes I got demonetized because of a silly title of a video. The other day, I drank the sample of this really nasty soy-based energy drink that's called Soylent, and I just thought it was hilarious. So I in the live stream, I said, you know, hanging out or whatever, and drinking people. You know, because obviously it's Soylent. And I got demonetized because of the title. So, whatever. I think Captain Marvel will fall somewhere between the Hulk and Iron Man 3. No, I think, well, Iron Man 3, actually, that's, Commodore, that's a ridiculous range, you realize. Because the Hulk, I don't know the exact numbers, I don't have in front of me, but the Hulk is like the lowest box office of any Marvel film. And Iron Man 3 is like the second highest solo film. King of Scotland says 624 million. That, I think, is a reasonable estimate. Darth Kilhoun says, Anti-Trigger, I can't send a super chat. Can't or won't? I don't know if you're having a if you're genuinely trying to do a super chat and you can't, try the PayPal link, see if that works, and then let me know if you did it, and I will still play a super chat reward for you. Soy is bad news, my friend. Yeah, that soy drink was horrible. Rotten Tomatoes critics gave super glowing reviews to anything SJW crap and slam anything good like Orville. Not necessarily, DJ. Here's the thing. Like they do tend to give better reviews to SJW based stuff. Like you know, if you look at the scores of Mad Max Fury Road, Ghostbusters 2016, The Last Jedi, and of course anything that pushes an SJW agenda, and yes, it gets a boost in the critical rating. But keep in mind that that's not Rotten Tomatoes giving them the boost. It's the critics that Rotten Tomatoes simply pulls their opinions together. And almost every major critic is counted in the Rotten Tomatoes score. It just means that the critics are doing it. Not the Rotten Tomatoes, I don't believe, is conspiring. I think the critics are actually doing this. And it's because the critics, and this is the one big problem with film criticism right now. I'm going to officially dub a new term, so I want everybody to write this down right now and remember this term from now on, the Campea effect. The Campea effect, as in John Campea. If you don't know who John Campea is, good. If you do know who he is, I'm sorry. But Campea John Campea is well, I wouldn't say wildly popular, but a popular YouTuber, and likes to talk about film and stuff, and, you know, and reasonably intelligent guy, well-produced show, blah, blah, blah. He is so in bed with Hollywood. He knows movers and shakers in Hollywood. He knows executives. He knows actors. He knows all these people. And so he has to go with whatever they want. So he has to say, oh, no, 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 no. Last Jedi isn't bad. It doesn't crap all over Luke. It's actually really clever in the way they subvert expectations, because nobody thought Luke was going to be a doddering old fool that ran away from his problems, and that's genius, right? And so John Campea has to do that because he's too close, he's too involved, and he has relationships with these people. And that is a problem in film criticism at large, because you know where the majority of film critics live? Hollywood, California. And that is the last place they should be. Those people should be anywhere but fricking California, so that they have a distance, a physical distance between themselves and the industry, because they should have nothing to do with the industry, except for the fact that they go and see the movies. But they all do. They go to these big, posh Hollywood screenings where they get treated like royalty and all that. And yes, they will, you know, you'll get the bad review of really bad movies, but it means that they have to toe the Hollywood line, and the Hollywood line is currently SJW. Alexander is here and says, I'm here. Cybok is in the better Star Trek movie ever. Neelix is God. Jar Jar Binks is funny and unique character. When will we get a 7 of 9 video of love? Bernie 2020, Field of Burn. Wow. Good to see you, Alexander, as all. Trek reviewers taking off. Have a good one, my friend. I'm sorry I'm behind on the comments. Hope you haven't left already. Darth Killer, if I sent you the PayPal, I could conduct a poll with your audience. You could conduct a poll with your audience. So you want to conduct a poll with the audience. All right, we can make that work. All right, so let me work on getting a little bit caught up here. Spell it. IT. Later, Trek reviewer. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah, I watched some of this crap earlier today. About to make my head explode. I tell you, I don't doubt it. All right, so yeah. All right, Darth Kilhoun, I think I see what you just did there. So let's talk. Okay, I'll tell you what, Darth. I think you're on Patreon, right? Or not Patreon, Discord. So if you have a poll thought out, just send it to me in a direct message in Discord, and that'll be the easiest way, and I'll read it. Or if you want to, it might take you a couple of comments to get it in there. I know John Campea. Campea is a shill whose wife is VP of marketing at Hasbro. All the main franchise toy lines get done through them. Yes. John is YouTubed movie credit. John is YouTubed movie credit. Not sure what you mean. Darth Kilhoun, what poll? Yep, waiting for that. Hello there, Anti-Trekker. Sci-Fi Sith is here. He said he also someone that kisses Disney butt to get special. Yeah, well, Gamergate all over again. I tell you, but except this is bigger. I mean, the Film Critic Association is freaking huge, and they are all in bed with Hollywood. It needs to end. Spock is going to slap Michael Burnham so hard with a rubber dildo that she turns into Cybok. That could be. Mr. Mouse says, spell the Campea effect. I have no idea. John Campea's last name is a tricky one, so I'm not going to try. LA-based YouTube channels are all suspect. They have a full-time staff of 10 people, and they average 20K views a video. Who's paying their salaries? Someone is financing them. Absolutely. And that's another thing, yes. Because you look at well, and some of them, they say where they're coming from. Like, for example, AMC sponsored John Campea for a long time. He actually worked directly for AMC. Yeah. Enter, I need a poll in my alt history novel. My communist commissioner character either has to execute a soldier or send him to a labor camp for rape of a woman. Which should I do? Okay, so Darth Kilhoun wants to know. So he's writing a novel that's an alternate history, and in this alternate history is a communist commissioner, and this character has to execute a soldier or send him to a labor camp because the soldier raped a woman. Which should it be? Should it be number 1 in the chat if you want execution, number 2 in the chat if you want labor camp? Which is the better punishment for rape committed by a soldier? So Commodore says, Captain Marvel film will fit between the Hulk 263 million and Thor 449. I think that's a little low. I think it's going to break 500. Anti-checker, don't tell us to write down the campy effect if you fail to tell us how to spell. So rude, unsubbing. Well, I figure you guys are smart enough to spell because you're smarter than me. Red Angel is Tilly all grown up, except that the Red Angel has small boobs, so no, it can't be Tilly. I miss the old days when 2 thumbs up or 2 thumbs down meant something. Exactly. Siskel and Ebert, man, they were the frickin' best. And no, they would not take, they cared deeply about their integrity. Critics today are complete sellouts, in my opinion. Was he a good soldier? Good question. However, it looks like a close vote, but I think it looks like the number 2s have it there. Although DJ wants death by snoo. Rape of a woman, he should pay some silver shekels and marry her. Well, I communist, not Muslim. However, so the 2s seem to be getting it. So it looks like the general consensus of the crowd here is the labor camp is the way to go. Thomas asked me to check Discord. All right, Thomas, what'd you put in there? Doctor Who, yeah, perfect example of what I think that Rotten Tomatoes is trying to get away from. Is that if you look at scores like this, 95% from the critics, 15% from the fans, and so yeah, and that's for Doctor Who, the 2019 New Year's special. Doesn't surprise me at all. So Alexander puts 2 of his fake Canadian dollars in there and says, Shazam! What the hell? I'm flying now. Everyone that's hitting number 1, think of all the SJW fake rape accusations. Well, but here's the thing. I think that this is not a fake accusation. Oh, he execute that man. Will they make Michael Burnham a Q in STD? No, I think she's going to be the Red Angel, but I don't think she's going to be a Q. No currency, so labor camp for him. That's not Muslim, it's Old Testament. Well, it's also Muslim in the modern era. Only in certain countries, though. I started watching John Campea all the way back in 2013. By the time he got to Collider, he was so narcissistic that I couldn't listen to him anymore. Actually, yeah, I listened to him a little bit during the Collider days, but man, when he went out on his own, whew, man. If he sucked as a soldier, just shoot him. A good soldier should get a labor camp. There you go. You just average them out, so you shoot him in the leg and then make him do labor. Or you average out the Rotten Tomatoes scores. So basically, Rotten Tomatoes wants to ignore what fans think and go with the show critics they pick to rate the shows. Well, keep in mind, DJ, that Rotten Tomatoes started out as a critical aggregate site. That's what they do. And so that tomato meter, the official tomato meter score, is really what the purpose of the website is. John says, the Crawford effect. Reviews taking longer than the thing being reviewed. I would have a clever comeback for you, except that that's absolutely true. Do you think they will do a Q? Do you think they will do a Q with the Victorian baboon woman? Yes, but and not in the way you think. The Victorian baboon woman will have a lesbian encounter with Michael Burnham while Michael Burnham's wearing the Red Angel outfit, and miraculously get pregnant and give birth to the first Q. It's a communist country. They don't care for the truth. Well, but not. Okay. In Soviet Russia, labor camp is sent to you. Very true. In all seriousness, Darth, it depends on how you want to portray sentencing character. Evil, execution, semi-sympathetic labor. That's true. I guess that there is that. We want to know more about the characters before we can really know what would be in character. Shoot Doctor Who in the leg and then put her in labor campia. Oh, perfect comment, I tell you. Labor camp also has potential to bring back later. That's true. If he's an interesting character. John Campia channel has only 155,000 subs. It's not that big. No, it's not freaking huge. There are a lot of channels that are bigger, but John Campia is financed very well. And plus his wife is, vice president at Hasbro. There isn't an audience score for the last Star Trek Discovery episode. I wonder if they're just going to start ditching the audience scores, or nobody has rated it. Where's the notification that you were live? I don't know. Did you guys? Most of you guys seem to have gotten a notification. I'm up to 56 people, which is a pretty good audience for the late night stream. Trollita is in the house. How is my favorite troll doing? Attention, Rotten Tomatoes is protecting progressive womans from poop speech. I'm monitoring this chat for poop speech in the next 10 minutes, and I'm reporting all offenders. So yes, be very careful. Trollita will in fact report you if you use poop speech, which is pleases me to no end considering my avatar. Let me fix that grammar. Trollita is here, DJ Odyssey says as he throws a lot of poop at her. There's a great George Carlin skit that takes care of criminals by walling off 4 states. I vaguely remember that. Have a meteor execute them. If he lives, send him to the camp. Okay. What do you guys think about Chris Stuckman? Chris Stuckman is a decent kid, although he's gotten I haven't watched him a lot lately, but when he first started, I really enjoyed his channel. But I haven't been paying attention to him through most of the recent stuff, so I don't know how he feels about some of this SJW crap. I'm a communist, I'm Trotsky, and I never sent someone to a labor camp. Feel the bum. Burn. Feel the bum. All the major review sites are sellouts because they want that money from the major SJW companies, which is so funny because these SJW films don't make money. Avatar of hate. No, it is an avatar of love. The love of poop. There needs to be an Anti-Checker 24/7 live stream channel. Well, Multi-Gun Man, I'm not going to promise you a 24/7 live stream channel, but I will tell you that if and when I ever get to a point where I can, as John Campia would say, lead my corporate overlords and do this full time, then I will do a 24-hour live stream at least quarterly. And I will do one the day I quit my job. Wesley says, #MePoo. DJ says, #MePoo. Thank you, my friends. Poop speech can't be reported when it isn't defined. Well, you better be careful, she'll define it. Tentacle Pentacle says, it's irony. Rotten Tomato means if a movie sucked, you hit it with a Rotten Tomato. The website name is advocating for shaming movies. And that's true. Here, none of that crappy poop speech. Charles says, #MePoo. Thank you, Charles. Trollita, we know you love poop speech. Shh. Don't call her out on that. She'll get mad. Anti-Trigger, Mr. Miles says, there's no such thing as a perfect system. If you set up execution as a standard, once in a while you'll kill an innocent person. Some people think it's worth it. I personally don't. Well, it depends on what the execution is for. I don't believe in execution for, say, jaywalking. But you're right. No system is perfect. I'm going to pretend I'm Ringo Starr and toss Trollita into a big dinosaur. Okay, that does not even make sense. I really don't get that one. Trollita is reporting you, so you're in trouble. Poop speech is protected by the Turd Amendment. Oh, John, that's a good one. I like that. Cease the meaning of streaming. Okay. Why do they say Captain Marvel's the most powerful character in the MCU when Rogue stole her powers and anyone's powers? Well, remember, Rogue is not in the MCU. So the MCU is only what we've seen in films, not all of Marvel. And so they're just basically trying to put out that she is more powerful than Thor. She is more powerful than Hulk. She is the most powerful character we've seen in the MCU. That's what they're saying. I don't know that that's true. I haven't seen her demonstrate that level of power yet, especially since Thor came this close to taking down Thanos with all 6 Infinity Stones. So I don't know that she is that powerful. I thought it was the Turd Amendment. No, it's only the Turd Amendment. Greetings from the Med Bay. Good to see you, Doc. 24-hour live stream. Half of it would be anti-trick or sleeping. Nope, I promise I will even stay awake for the full 24 hours. And unlike Lore Reloaded, I'm not going to cheat and do it on a day that we change the clocks for daylight savings and quit early. Most hosts and channels like Collider are failed screenwriters, actors, and comics. Disney pays them for making them feel important dollars. Well, I don't know that Disney's doing it, but somebody's definitely paying it, doing it. I got to catch up here. Most hosted channels are like, I already read that. Turd Amendment is systemic poop supremacy. Well, it's still the amendment. Why is there windows on the bridge? Well, because how are you going to let the sun in? You have to watch the movie Caveman. I don't have to watch it, but I believe you. Oh, for the reference with the dinosaur. Okay. Please read my last comment, says Thomas. Thank you for the $100. And Thomas's last comment was... Where was your last comment? Dang, Thomas, it was a while ago, it looks like. So now you're going to completely mess me up. Have a meteor execute him, then send him to... I read that one already. Jerk. All right. I'm just going to catch up here because I can't... I'm way too far behind. And now Alexander's writing in Russian. Mr. Miles says, Anti-Tracker, would you want to see Deadpool make a cameo in the next Avengers movie? It won't happen, of course, but who knows? It's Deadpool. No, I don't want to see Deadpool show up in the Avengers, but I do want to see the Avengers show up in Deadpool. And I would love to see them do eventually, like 10 years from now, because, you know, they do these big 10-year plans. I want to see first Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars, not this crap that came out recently, but the Secret Wars from the 80s. Then follow that up with Deadpool's Secret Wars. That would be freaking brilliant. And Deadpool will be a $2 billion movie if they do that. And so mark my words. Trolita $1.99 says, Woman, you got it, Trolita. Good. Thank you so much.
I'm a better female character than you.
You would be if you didn't spend all your time with that temper tantrum meme guy.
At least I'm not the one on a show with a questionable acronym.
Take it back.
No.
Yes.
Oops. Sorry to bother you.
And Mecha Random is here. Good to see you. How is my favorite insane red-headed YouTuber? If you do a 24-hour live stream, does that mean Lore will come raid your house? Probably not. And so, of course, now everybody's going to say hi to Mecha. That's fine. That gets some pressure off of me while I'm catching up. Did a lot of poop. I did a lot of poop. It didn't show. I didn't see it. By the way, can I have Uber 6 for the poll? Yes, you absolutely can. So let me get that up there for you, which is going to throw me behind again, but that's okay because we're all family here. Okay, play, stupid.
I now pronounce you man and turd. You may now. I now pronounce you man and turd. You may now kiss.
Joshua, what are you doing?
Nothing! I'm definitely not making you kiss Lore. I repeat, I am not making you kiss Lore. I'm definitely not. Hello, unfortunately there's not going to be a part 4. Dad just fixed the computer and he promises not to destroy it again as long as I don't do another one of those, so there's going to be no part 4. Wait, hold on, I just got a text message. Please do these videos, part 4 is very anticipated. Nope, I quit.
Get him.
Sing it! Sing it! Sing it!
Thank you, Darth, for that. Jaeger wants to know if I've seen Alita. I have not, unfortunately. I've heard good things about Alita Battle Angel, and I would like to see it. However, and I just got it. You know, right now, finances are a little weak because of, you know, we spent everything we had on the trip, and we also had some things we had to do. Like I had to get tires for my truck, and that was ridiculously expensive. But I had to because the tires were getting freaking bald, and we were getting flood waters around here and stuff. So we are like broke. But I still have to squeeze out enough money to go see Captain Marvel next week. And because I do have to see that one because we're going to be talking about it. And I will tell you guys right now that my plan is next Thursday, I'm going to see I'm going to take a couple hours off of work early. I can't take vacation time because I don't have any because of the trip, but I'm going to flex out. So I'll leave a couple hours early, but I'll start work a couple hours early as well. And go see the movie before the live stream next Thursday night. So I will not be doing a Discovery live stream. I will be doing a Captain Marvel live stream. We'll see. So let's go. Let me move on here. Man, I'm so far behind. Let's see. Soft care. Not sure what you mean. More poop for you, Trolita. And he's reported, where's the Bird of Prey video box or audio? Bird of Prey video box? I don't have a Bird of Prey video box. I need to make a Bird of Prey video box. But Bird of Prey, if you're not subscribed to Bird of Prey, you should be. So go to his channel right now and subscribe. Then fall after Deadpool's Secret Wars with the Secret Turd Wars. Yes, that would be perfect. Hey, Anti-Tricker, I like Joshua's character. Well, what is it? It is his username on YouTube, which is the Scarved, as in someone who wears a scarf, the Scarved Insect. And so that is his own original character. So, yeah, Mecca's here, so I'm leaving. Hey, wait a minute, Amy. Why are you leaving because Mecca's here? You guys having a fight or something? Because no, we're all friends here. Amy, you shouldn't leave for that. No, actually, you guys should both stick it out. I almost said something really, really bad, but I refrained because I don't want you guys to unsub. So do hang out with us. I know who the Red Angel is, Vic. It's Star Trek Continue. From Star Trek Continue, it's Vic from Star Trek Continues, or it's Rey from Star Wars. Well, it would make more sense to be Rey. Do you think Laura's able to run like that? No. That is what I should do to the rapey soldier. Says, oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. You force him to watch Lore Reloaded for hours on end. T says, okay, done running, going to bed, y'all. All right, T, take care. Thanks for hanging out with us. The dude in red with the snazzy tie looks great. I got to say, Ensign, I think you're right about that. Watch another movie and then go sneak in. Don't pay for it. Sorry, Trolita. I am a stickler for following the rules when it comes to stuff like that. I will pay for the movie before I talk about it. Andre throws another fake Canadian dollars. I give $2 and you'll be able to fix your truck. Maybe in Russia, but in the United States, it costs a little more than $2 to fix your truck. But thank you. That will go towards it. Anti-Trekker is Mrs. Anti-Trekker looking forward to reading the Captain Marvel comics. She will not read the Captain Marvel comics. She has no interest in the Captain Marvel comics. She's only going to see the movie with me because I'm not going alone. And she's going to be going the whole time. If Captain Marvel fails because of Brie Larson running her stupid SJW mouth, I won't be surprised. I definitely think it's going to suppress the opening weekend, but if the movie is good, I think it'll still make money over time. Did you like reviewing the Orville? Yes, it was fun. I have no problem continuing with that if you guys enjoyed it. Says DJ Odyssey, and I'm not sure why. Your chair, it says soft care. Oh, yes. This is actually, it's not the chair, it's just a little headrest that I got for the chair. And I never noticed that it said that. The BirdOPrey5. Oh, yeah, there we go. We needed that. That's something we need to do. And he'd be like, yeah, so I guess we got to put a blindfold on or something. I don't know. Resolute Durham throws $15 into the chat, says, skip Captain Marvel and see Battle Angel. Resolute, you know what? Here's the thing. I get that a lot of people are saying Battle Angel is a good movie, and I don't doubt you. And I will see it. It's just I will probably on Battle Angel. I'm probably gonna have to wait till it's available on Vudu to watch, because here's the thing. I would probably, if you said, okay, pick which one you want to watch, Anti-Trekker, I would probably pick Battle Angel. However, if you said which one is going to be more relevant talking about on YouTube, going to be Captain Marvel, because what's going to happen after next Thursday is one of two things. Either I'm going to be trying to tell all the crazies that are talking about how it's SJW madness that they're wrong, or I'm going to be telling all the defenders that no, it's a piece of crap. One of those two things is probably going to happen next Thursday, and I'm hoping that it's the first. So, but I would love to see Alita, but I just have to budget because, yeah. AMC sucks. Well, their theaters are nice, but they also gave us John Campea. Anti-Trekker, now that I know the animation I shared earlier isn't a super chat in the works, I kind of want to share it. Well, you can. It belongs to you, but I still think you should ask Joshua to make an animation out of it. Good evening from frozen Winnipeg, Canada. Good evening, Robert, and good evening from damp Tennessee. Just got here. Good to see you, Mercer. Did you ever watch Red Letter Media's Trek reviews? You talking about the film reviews? Yes. If you're and here's the thing, I like the Plinkett reviews. I can't stand Half in the Bag. So if you're talking about anything recently from I honestly haven't watched much from Red Letter Media in recent days, because most of what they do is crap compared to when they did their classic stuff. Good night, all. Take care, Vile Mike. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, I thought BirdOPrey would be talking on your stream, reading the title. No. He has no idea I was doing this. In fact, BirdOPrey goes to bed early. He's going to get up tomorrow morning because he does this every time I do a night stream. He gets up the next morning and watches it first thing. And so he's going to get up tomorrow morning to the surprise of this stream not only having his name on it, but we have successfully gotten him over the 200 mark. He was at 193 subs when I started this stream, and as of right now, he's at 203. So thank you all for that. I truly appreciate it. And by the way, Resolute, don't forget you can pick a super chat reward if you want one. Absolutely. Hashtag CM won't even pirate. No, I will not pirate. I legit own everything I talk about on this channel. Thomas Potts throws $4.99, says, why do the Kalons on their planet have eyes? Isaac only did it for the Orville crew. Uber chat number 4. I think that the Kalon, the eyes, while they happen to be in the place of human eyes, I think it was a design from the original humanoid creators of the Kalon. And if you notice, they have the same colored dots all over, like on their knees and elbows and wrists. So I think they're sensor devices. I just don't think they're eyes. That's my official theory on it. In the meantime, let's get Uber chat number 4 up here. Thank you, Thomas, for your generosity. I too so appreciate it. Well, all right. Well, let's beam down to the planet. Energize, Mr. Scott.
Aye, Captain.
Welcome aboard the USS Discovery.
There's got to be some kind of other universe, right? Please, send me back. Oh my God, send me back. Send me back. Oh. And Darth Kilhoun says, Anti-Trucker, in 1.5 hours, I will be a legal adult in the United States. Well, congratulations, Darth. First of all, that tells me that you are not in any known time zone, because if you were in the Mountain Time Zone, it would be 1 hour and 19 minutes. But of course, well, you did put this in a few minutes ago, so I guess we'll round it off and say that's close enough. But congratulations, Darth, on the big 18. You know, that means you're younger than Joshua, my son. So thanks. You just made me feel even older. Anyone think popcorn whenever you hear the word Orville? Absolutely. I was talking about Mrs. Anti-Trekker about doing a thing, like a super chat thing, and have the Orville fly by, but have it say like the USS Redenbacher on it, and see if anybody got it. How much money would it take for you to skip Captain Marvel? I don't know. Not that much. But I don't want to skip it, though, DJ, to be honest. Not because, oh, I gotta see Captain Marvel, but because I want to be able to talk about it. And I don't like talking about things that I have no clue about. That's why a lot of, one thing I do a lot, and you guys have heard me say it at least 1,000 times on these live streams, is, oh, sorry, I don't know who that is. I can't really talk about it. I'm not, I'm not going to talk about Captain Marvel unless I see the movie. So, because I don't think that would be fair, because I'm hoping it's a good movie. I truly am. And it was early in season 1. Not sure what you mean there, Thomas. Are you saying they said Redenbacher, or so I missed something? And Trigger, do you think we would hear Captain Marvel's name in the Shazam movie? No. Because the DC Comics actually did change the name of the character to Shazam. So I don't think we're going to hear Captain Marvel. At least I hope not. I think that would be cheap. BirdOPrey5. Ooh. Yes. Hail, BirdOPrey. Waves at future BirdOPrey. Doc, BirdOPrey says hi, so make sure you say hi to Doc next time you see him. And he says it from the past. It is 11:43 p.m. Central Standard Time, so it's 12:43 a.m. in your neck of the woods. And Resolute wants Mega Chat number 2. You got it, my friend. Let me bring that bad boy on up here. Haven't seen that one in a while.
Because the following holiday specials, The Incredible Hulk, will not be presented this evening.
Well, hey, boys and girls. How are you doing today? You know, it's almost Christmas time, and Christmas brings up thoughts of joy and giving. But sometimes, well, sometimes things just don't work out the way we planned. Like a few years back when, well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We really need to just start at the beginning. After all, you know, Thumper and Squirter and Runner and Shartson, Blowout and Grunter and Backlog and Fartson. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Ho, ho, ho! Time to load up the sleigh and get all those toys of the good girls and boys all around the world. Ho, ho, ho!
Hey, Santa. First of all, let me say, you look great. Is it just me, or have you lost weight? Hey, I hope you really like that elf on a shelf I got for you.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I love it. It looks so, lifelike.
Yeah, glad you like it. So, anyway, about tonight. You see, I have not been feeling so great, and the wife really wants to just hang out together and have kind of a nice, quiet Christmas with just the two of us. And so I was wondering about whether or not you would be willing to maybe let me off for the night, just this one year. After all, it's no big deal. We've got 8 other reindeer that are willing to pull the sleigh. Ah, yes. Classic Rudolph. Ensign Ricky throws a couple of bucks into the chat. Thank you so much, Ensign Ricky. He says, did you get a chance to see my encounter review? Not yet. I have been so swamped, and I apologize. That's why I also haven't had many videos out, because I've been dealing with stuff around the house. And I really do want to get caught up on some YouTube stuff, because honestly, I don't get to watch nearly as much as I do, or as I would like to. But Ensign Ricky, you are definitely on my list of things that I want to catch up on. So I'm looking forward to it. And of course, if you want a Super Chat reward, make sure you let me know. All right. How much to make Joshua suffer by watching Captain Marvel? I'm not going to make him watch it, because I don't think he's interested in watching it, and another ticket will cost more. But DJ says, but I have a YouTube channel. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about. DJ, do you got Snapchat? Oh, you're talking about all sorts of nasty stuff. All right. Intro, you lied. You told us last week that there would be an SG1 episode out that week. We're nearly halfway into the second week unsubbing. Sorry, you're right. You are absolutely right to call me out on that, and I know I've been behind. Speaking of behind, I'm going to catch up on the chat, so I'm sorry if I missed your chat. It's not intentional. It's just I'm too far behind. Red Letter Media reviewed Discovery on their review show. Yeah, but their review show sucks. That's what I'm saying. I like Mr. Plinkett. I don't care for Half in the Bag. That's the name of their regular review show. I don't like it. No, sir. I don't like it. I thought you took the Christmas one down. No, it's still there for now until I get a replacement. I saw Mommy giving Santa an STD. Eddie Haskell. By the way, I wonder how many people actually get your username. Hey there, Mr. Cleaver and Mrs. Cleaver. It sure is a nice day. Don't sully the name of Galactica 1980. It's awesome. You need help. Anti-Tracker, you should go to a Bernie rally. This is free. You'll be able to report on YouTube after that. But this isn't a political channel. I guess you won't do the Identity Part 2 commentary until this weekend, thanks to the delay. I'm getting on the site. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, the Identity Part 2 is going to have to wait till the weekend, because obviously I'll be talking about Captain... Well, you never know. We'll see. If Captain Marvel is not that impressive, I may just spend the first few minutes talking about it, but we'll see. Trolita's trying to get me naked. I feel so cheap and used. Well, you should take that as a compliment. So it's not... Oh, it's not Half in the Bag. It's a show called Review. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's like a new thing. I haven't watched that yet. Is it any good? I saw the Stargate movie recently. It was really impressive, especially the score. Yeah, the Stargate movie is not bad, but the problem is that if you look at that and then you watch SG-1, it's like a mess. I like SG-1. I like the Stargate movie, but they do not mix. It's not in your list. I'm not sure what you mean there. Mr. Plinkett is outstanding and Half in the Bag is boring. Oh no, I agree with Anti-Tracker. This isn't good. Definitely not. Captain Marvel sent for 2 weeks. Isn't for 2 weeks. Well, it's the 8th that it comes out. Which is a week from this Friday. So yeah, it's next week. So yeah, it comes out next week. Review is a bit more serious. Okay, I might check it out then. Psst, Anti-Tracker, this is the internet. Trolita might be male. It's possible. Just like, here's the thing. Unless you actually appear on camera and do videos and stuff, you know, you're just a name. And so I try not to assume gender too much, but if it's a male name, I assume you want to be called he. If it's a female name, I assume you want to be called she. If I don't know, I generally don't refer to gender. So like with Acid Designs, no clue. I don't know if Acid Designs ever told me male or female, but I don't know. But I don't make the assumption. That Mega Chat is not on the list. Oh, it's not? Yeah, it is. It's the anti-holiday special. It's right there. Bortus versus Worf, who wins? Bortus. I think Bortus is physically stronger than Worf. Female Venus covered in... yeah, you guys... Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about there, but yeah, I know you're talking about Trolita's male and she has female Venus. whatever that is. You could have Alex record Captain Marvel for you so you can save your money. I could, but I'm not going to do that because I don't break copyright law, unlike CBS. Acid is a Wawman. I don't know. Bortus. Yeah, I definitely think Bortus would win in a straight-up fight. Because Bortus, it's not that Bortus, you know, like Worf is a more trained in combat, but Bortus just comes across as being like just this monstrously tough and strong dude. So I don't think Worf could go up against him. So yeah. Then again, I'm on my phone. Okay. I'm an ancient alien. Ask me anything. All right. Is Captain Marvel any good? Anyway, I guess you will do the new Discovery commentary Thursday and the Identity Part 2 this week. Yeah, that's the plan. I've been doing that last few... well, last week was the first time I did an Orville review, and it was a lot of fun. And so, yeah, the basic plan is that Thursday night I'm going to do STD. Saturday night I'm going to do this, Orville until... I think STD is a shorter season than Orville, so when STD is done, then I'll just do Orville. Trolita could be Captain Redneck. That is definitely a possibility. The Batleth is a horrible weapon when it comes to technicalities. Yeah, Batleth is horribly designed. It's cool looking, but yeah. Captain Marvel is a gray. Okay. Marxists will be crushed under my army boots. Wow. Okay. Beep boop, says Charles. Ancient astronauts theories. Yes. It looks cool. Yes. Good. Skip Captain Marvel and do a Battle Angel review. Name your price. All right. My price for skipping Captain Marvel and doing an Alita Battle Angel review. I assume you want to, like, I will say $250. Bam. Stalinism isn't a link to Marxism. He was Russian Revolution and Bonaparte was French Revolution. I don't really care about your menace. Okay. Now you guys are getting into history. I love how McFarlane has more pop culture clout than Trek ever did, bringing in guest stars and having actual song licenses on the show. Yeah, he's doing a great job. He really is. When I think Mrs. Cleaver, I think, oh, stewardess, I speak jive. Yes, yes. You just hang loose, blood, and I'll be back on the rebound with some Metasci. It's Metasci, not medicine. Get it right. I have no idea what anyone is talking about. Join the club, Wesley. Antrick, I think we can ring the fascist alarm here. Not so sure about that. Fascism is not... You guys were talking about other stuff. No, I'm not a troll, Ozzy. You have to been reported to YouTube for dehumanizing speech. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so there you go. The price of a child's laughter. Okay. I wish I had $250 bribe to bribe Andy Tricker. Thank you, Wesley, but that's all right. I will still see, here's the thing. I'm going to see Alita. It's just, I'm going to probably have to wait till it comes on Vudu. And so don't worry. I will freaking see it. All right. Who are you people? Good question. Us ancient aliens use Packlets to build pyramids and clone their leader you refer to as the Lore Reloaded unit. Oh, well, that explains a lot, Surf. It really does. Enter, you can't spell smiles without miles. Give me a wrench. Fine. Let me go. There you go. There's the wrench. Let me see if I can get that up there. Wrench for Mr. Miles. There you go, Mr. Miles. Your very own wrench. Oh, that's right. That's not a wrench. I recently got the complete Far Side for $50 on Amazon. Best purchase ever. I love the Far Side, and that would be cool. Is that like everything Larson did? Which would be awesome. When I think of Mrs. Cleaver, I think of her asking Ward, weren't you a little higher on the beaver last night? Yes, that was a joke that I heard all the time when I was a kid. 250 Canadian? No, 250 American. Or I'll take 250 euros or 250 pounds. My family were driven off their farm in the Ukraine during the revolution. We had to leave everything behind for Romania. We got on the first ship for America. And you've been screwed ever since. Wesley says, I have to admit I'm a troll. I'm just really bad at it. You are really bad at it. People discriminate against me because I'm ugly. It's facism. Well, Eddie, yeah, I understand. I recently got the complete... Yeah, you said that already, or maybe I just... Yeah, maybe it duplicated. How come Laura doesn't do live streams anymore? I don't know. I really don't. Laura seems to have kind of backed off a little bit. I don't know why, especially since he's got 50,000 subscribers. Maybe he just makes enough from the ad revenue, so he doesn't care about doing live streams. Because he didn't... I don't think he really... I enjoy doing the live streams a lot. Laura, I think, did it because he needed to. If you have to buy the ticket for Battle Angel... If you have to buy the ticket for Battle Angel, then go see Captain Marvel. That sentence does not quite register with me. I'm not quite what you mean. Remember the Far Side panel, the real reason the dinosaurs became extinct and they're smoking great... Yes, I do remember that one. We need to form a dodgeball team to compete and raise the $250. That would be awesome. By the way, Mercer, here's one of my favorite jokes about the Far Side, and it's not even a drawing that Gary Larson did. I can't remember which one of the Far Side books it was, but I remember one of the full-size Far Side books. You go through the whole thing, and it's great. Then you get to the back, and there's an index. And the index, there's a blank page, and it says A. You turn the page, there's a blank page that says B. A blank page that says C. And you keep turning pages, and for every letter of the alphabet, there's a blank page until you get to the letter T. And then it says... the one about the dinosaurs, the one about the fish, the one about it, and it was every single one was listed in alphabetical order as the one about and then something. So I love Gary Larson's sense of humor. So let's see. The expression on Atrix when he read my comment, gold. Well, okay. Don't you already... yeah, Mr. Miles does have a City Skylines wrench, so I don't know what he's complaining about. According to lore, they never mentioned Section 31 in Star Trek Discovery. It's still a super secret organization where which they treat as a club. You're right. Andrew, you should have open mic stand-up comedy stream. Vote for... you should have open mic stand-up comedy stream. Vote them on or off the mic. That could be fun one of these nights, but I don't know. Some of you guys, I think, would get pretty raunchy. I picked a bad week to quit smoking. And DJ's taking off. Have a good one, my friend. Love those live streams. I just miss half of them. But we love having you. And Jaegerbomb throws $10 into the chat, says, well, 10 down, 240 to go, but really, Alita Battle Angel is awesome and criminally underwatched. You will always have to take one for the team. You always have to take one for the team, don't you? Well, thanks for watching, Cap, so we don't have to. And that's the thing, Jaeger. I do, because I know that, you know, I agree. I think that, I don't know, I'm going to look up the numbers right now. Because I'm, I don't think Alita's doing that badly. Let's see. I guess not that great. Well, it's doing really good overseas. So, it's only made 61 million in the United States, but it's at 203 million foreign. So a total of 265 on 170 million budget. So if it makes another $100 million, it'll make money. So that's good. Not great, but it's good. Hopefully it'll make money. The problem is you gave Robert Rodriguez $170 million to make a movie. Never give Robert Rodriguez a lot of money to make a movie. He makes great low-budget movies. But Robert Rodriguez doesn't have a great track record when you give him a big budget. A newspaper swapped family circle words for Far Side words once. That was gold. I would love to see that. Mercer says, thank you for sharing that. Assume you're talking about my thing about the index, but yes, you're welcome if that's the case. Jaegerbomb, don't. Anti-trigger, don't. Don't. Okay? Don't Forgive spelling errors. I always forgive spelling errors because I can't spell. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay. Buy a ticket for Alita, go in the theater, make a wrong turn, go into Captain Marvel theater. Well, why would I do that? Oh, just so that the money doesn't go to... No, but here's the thing. I understand that some people really want Captain Marvel to fail. I don't. I don't care one way or the other. I want the movie to either stand or fall on its own merits. I don't give a crap about Brie Larson. And you know what? If I cared about the personal opinions of actors, I would never see another Tom Cruise movie. I would never see another movie with Zoe Saldana in it. I would never see a movie with Sigourney Weaver in it. I would never see a movie with half the people in Hollywood. So, yeah. Jaeger wants to see Cheap Bleach. Absolutely. Haven't seen that one in a little bit. So brace yourselves for some Bleach.
Hey, you want to learn about Jesus?
There's no such thing as hooker-client confidentiality.
I just love doing that for some reason. Amtrak, I think I'm going to send you $100 tomorrow on your PayPal. Justin, if you do, I love you, man, because that would come in more handy than I could say. But if you do, I appreciate it. If you can't, I understand. But thank you. Thank you for the, if nothing else, thank you for the thought. Did you know that the Far Side panel where cavemen point to the Stegosaurus tail and say it's a thagomizer, after late Thag Simmons dinosaurs don't use that term officially for the stego tail? I did not know that, and I don't remember that one. I saw Battle Angel 2. It was cool. Just didn't end like I expected. Okay. Multi-Gunman's taken off. You have a good one, my friend. I'm going to be wrapping up here in just a minute. So thanks for hanging out with us. The Japanese returns will be interesting for Alita. That's true. That'll be very, very interesting to see how it does. The prehistory for the Far Side has the panels that were mixed up with the Family Circus and Dennis the Menace. Okay, I didn't hear about that. Anime nerds need to be the ones talking about Alita, not sci-fi nerds. Well, but sci-fi is, Alita is sci-fi. So, you know, I mean, granted, if you're into anime or manga, then obviously it would be more important to you than it is. But I'm interested in seeing it because I like sci-fi, but I have to look at, realistically what's the smart thing to spend my money on, because I got to be careful. Fred says Ex Machina was a slog. The lead, General Hux, came off as a real dick. I liked Ex Machina. It is a slow-paced film, but it's not. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not an exciting film. Put it that way. Another one that's slow-paced but really, really good is one that I remember from a few years ago that's really good, called Moon. Andy Trucker, I beat your sub count with 7.8 thousand minutes viewed. You did beat my sub count with your minutes viewed. Congratulations. Sci-fi nerds help... oh gosh, I always forget what does OFC mean, but anime nerds are vast. Well, there are a lot of anime nerds out there. Ha! Hooker Clamp! Confidentially, tell that to the owner of the Patriots. Dinosaur experts have since called the tail a thagomizer. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Now that you mentioned it, I kind of remember them saying the thagomizer, because I remember there was Thag and Thak and like Thena. Those were the names of all the cave people from Gary Larson. I bought My Favorite Martian TV show yesterday. Did you like it? I never watched My Favorite Martian. In fact, I'll tell you, I only within the last couple of weeks when we were on our trip to Oregon and stuff, have I ever even seen The Waltons. And that's actually a pretty decent show. Sappy, but a good show. I was sleeping with YouTube on autoplay, woke up to Mecha screaming at Axonar. That would be scary. When y'all get a chance, type in Mexicans Got on Boots and watch Comedy Central Prison Riot Story. You're welcome. I'm not going to do that. Of course. Thank you. Yeah, I always forget. You know, I'm bad with those internet abbreviations. I suck at them. And part of it is because I'm old, yes, but part of it is actually because of my dyslexia. So processing that just is difficult for me. I love the one where the ketchup bottles are watching a horror movie and it's on screen. The ketchup bottle is murdered and the ketchup is leaking. Don't worry, it's not real ketchup. Yes! Darth Gillen, if your ancestors supported the Tsar, it is not my fault. Feel the... I don't know that level of... Moon was automatically better because I had Kevin Spacey as the robot. That's true. Kevin Spacey was really good as the robot. Or the one with the guys on the raft and below the water is Jaws. The guys are like, what's that eerie music that we're suddenly hearing? See, Gary Larson, man, he was a comedic genius. The Far Side is, for those of you that are too young or just never got into it, find The Far Side. It is hilarious to read. Mrs. Antitrekker, I'll tell you, and I'll finish with this little story about our past here. Back in 1987, when I first met Mrs. Antitrekker, I found out that she liked Far Side a lot. And so when we went on our first date together, I brought her the latest Far Side book. And you can ask Mrs. Antitrekker, that is 100% true. And I've gotten her Far Side books for the years that we were dating and stuff, and we both loved them. All right, guys. So with that, I am going to wrap it up, and thank you guys for hanging out with me once again. You are awesome. For those of you that were able to give, thank you so much for your generosity. For those of you that wanted to give but couldn't, thank you for thinking about it, because I truly understand what it's like to be broke and to want to help out when you can't. So thank you for even considering it. But as you guys always know, and I've said this many times before, and it bears repeating, if you can't afford to give, do not under any circumstances feel guilty about it, because I don't want anybody hurting themselves to help me out, as much as I appreciate the help. I am a greedy bastard, but I'm not a sadist. So I don't want you to hurt yourselves there. Hey, Antitrekker, oh look, the Shatner police are here. No idea what you're talking about there. Have a nice day. Thank you, Oz, and you guys as well. Take care, and hopefully your life is a story that doesn't end up on the front page of a newspaper.
I have got something better!
And Alexander's not going to let me get any rest, so he says, we want to see 7 of 9 by Neelix, please. I know what you want.
The board vessel's moving into range.
On screen.
Let's get lost in that magic place all alone now. Drink a fill from my fountain of love, wet your lips. I'm a man, I'm a teaser, I'm a man, well I'm a virgin, I'm a man, I'm a one-night stand, a man, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a dream, I'm a dream divine, make love together.
He's dead.
So now Alexander can go to bed and dream of 7 of 9. Because what else would he dream about?
And sing it! Sing it! Sing it! My, this here Anakin guy. Sing it! Baby Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. Sing it! He left his home and kissed his mama goodbye. Sing it! Saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Sing it! Sing it! Sing it! Sing it! How good the boy could be. So we took him there and we told the tale how his Morty chlorons were off the scale and he might fulfill the prophecy. Sing it! Morty chlorons, Morty chlorons, Morty.
I have got something better! I have got something better!
And Trolita throws in that last minute $1.99. Thank you so much, Trolita. Wants to see them woman again. You got it. Here you go.
I'm a better female character than you.
You would be if you didn't spend all your time with that temper tantrum meme guy.
At least I'm not the one on a show with a questionable acronym.
Take it back.
No!
Yes.
Oops. Sorry to bother you.
And Mr. Miles, the reason I was asking you real quick before I sign off about what you were using to download is there's actually a program that I use called 4K Downloader. And I see you just mentioned it. It's actually really, really good. I use, whenever I do any edits that involve other people's YouTube videos and I need to use clips from their videos, I use 4K Downloader every single time. It works great and it gets you good quality downloads and it's pretty darn quick too. Assuming you have a decent internet connection. So it looks like you're already on the right page with that. So there we go. And in the meanwhile, Wesley Crusher throws a couple of bucks. Says, go to bed. That's my request. You got it, Wesley. You guys take care and have a wonderful whatever the hell it is.
Sing it! Morty. Sing it! Morty. Sing it! Morty. Sing it! Morty. Sing it! Morty, 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 sing it!